Hey, 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 good looking. Want to see what we have cooking? Grab a hold of that vine, swing right on to my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Hey there, good looking. Let's get cooking. Well, today we're gonna sit there and make one of my favorites. It's Bloody Mary Chili, but I have a really unique twist on my Bloody Mary Chili recipe that I always make. We're gonna be making it with some ramen noodles. Now, I have some leftover Hunt's pasta sauce and it's some mushroom flavored. Now, usually when I do make my Bloody Mary chili, I usually make it with the Rotel type of chopped tomatoes along with the jalapenos. I may or may not use that. I also use some red pepper flakes, minced garlic, some hot sauce, chili powder, vodka. I already said the Hunt's pasta sauce. This is the mushroom flavor. I have 1/4 cup that I cooked up of the black beans and 1/4 cup of the red kidney beans. You cook them in your Instapot for 30 minutes and you'll get this nice amount. We also have some cumin. You're going to need some Montreal steak seasoning. I'm going to sit there and use my mushroom powder. We have chili powder that we use, onion powder, dried chopped onion, whole oregano, garlic powder, some Worcestershire sauce, or what you all may sit there and say, "What's this here sauce?" We have down here, we have a pound of hamburger. I have 1 stick of celery that's all diced up, and we also have 1 small onion that we diced up as well. Okay, I'm gonna grab my ground beef, and we're just gonna sit there and brown it all up in our Instapot. So I'm gonna grab the ground beef right here, and we're just gonna quickly saute it up inside of the Instapot. So push the saute button on, take your ground beef, put it right on inside. I'm gonna sit there and use my trusty chopper, and we're gonna chop up all the ground beef as it is cooking all up. Now, at this time, I like to sit there and add the dried minced garlic along with the dried minced onion. Even though we have fresh, I also like to use the dried. So go ahead and we're going to use that as well. So I roughly have 1 tablespoon of the dried onion flakes. Go ahead, add that. And then we're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of the dried minced garlic. We're also going to be adding 1/4 teaspoon of the garlic powder, and about a teaspoon of the onion powder. I already added the garlic powder. Now let's grab that 1 teaspoon of the onion powder. We're going to be also adding to the ground beef about, I'll say, 1/2 tablespoon of our mushroom powder. Alright, there we go. Let's add that. Now, I'm going to break apart my beef as it is cooking. I'm also going to be adding just a pinch of the red pepper flakes. As you see, go ahead, throw them in. I'm gonna add a few dashes or like a teaspoon of the Worcestershire sauce. I'm now gonna sit there because the ground beef is almost all the way cooked. I'm gonna add the chopped celery and chopped fresh onion. Give that all a good mix. I hope I got all the other stuff on tape. I can't remember if I pushed videotape or not, but we're going to add a few dashes of the hot sauce. I'm going to add a tablespoon of my Montreal steak seasoning. There we go. So we'll add that. We're going to add a teaspoon of cumin. So let's go ahead, add that. There we go. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of the oregano. There we go. We're going to grab 1 tablespoon chili powder. There we go. Let's give that all a good mix. Get all them seasonings to wake up and have one big old party inside the Instapot. Oh, is it smelling good. Now, I'm going to sit there, grab my 1 can of the mushroom pasta sauce. Add all that. Now, I put a little bit of water down on the inside and give it a few good swirls and get all that goodness that's left in the can. And we're going to put that right in the Instapot. It's also going to help when we put the 2 packages of our, beef ramen noodles in. We're going to grab our cooked beans, add all them back in. I'm going to grab 2 packages of the ramen noodles. Open up our packet of the ramen noodles and go ahead, add the seasoning pack. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and open up my other pack and add that seasoning pack as well. Here's the second seasoning pack. Open that up, add that. Give that all a good stir. See how fast this is all going together? It goes really fast. Now, I have 2 packages of the ramen noodles. Go ahead, grab your ramen noodles out. Break up the little square a little bit. You don't have to go crazy when you're opening it. Just break it off into a few chunks. They will break apart as they are cooking. I'm going to grab my other packet. And we're going to add them too. So here's my packet of noodles. Go ahead, break them up just like we did with the other. Give it all a good stir. Now you may have to just add a tad bit of water, but that's okay. I'm just going to grab my pasta sauce can and maybe add 1/4 cup more water, maybe a little bit more. Give it a final little shake just to get any of the goodness that may have been left inside. Add it to our Instapot. Give everything a good stir. Okay, let's take you over to the Instapot so you can have a good look of what it looks like on the inside. There everything is. Now, we're going to come down and push the manual button on, and we're going to set the time for 1 minute. I have my cover. We're going to sit there and lock our cover on. We're going to close the steam vent. So lock your cover on, close the steam vent. We set the manual button and we're cooking it for 1 minute. As you see, the cooking time of our ramen noodles has just started. Okay, the ramen noodles have just started. It will be sounding off after the 1 minute of cook time. And there she goes off. Now, come up here and we're going to do a quick release. Okay, all the steam has almost been released. So I'm going to go down here and I'm shutting off my Instapot. We're going to open up the cover. Now always, always, always open the Instapot cover away from you. This way you do not get any steam burns. So let's open it. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to sit there and quick stir it all up. Ooh, look at that thick, hearty chili. Now, you decide if you want to sit there and add the 1 can of Rotel tomatoes to it. I'm going to sit there and choose not to. Okay, folks. I had to quick clear up some memory because my card was full. But usually you would sit there and add 1/4 cup to a half of a cup of vodka. But look, everybody's cleaning it all up. So, just so you know, I would usually go like that, give it all a good stir, and trust me, this is the flavor maker. You gotta add that vodka, I tell ya. So, just so you know, I'm sorry that I ran out of space to sit there and show you that little tip and trick when you're making Bloody Mary chili. Now, if you liked what you saw here today, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, go up, hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you'll always be notified every time I do put out a new video. And as always, here's to happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatings. Y'all come back now. You hear?